If you're looking for some space, some mountain views, but still 10 minutes from Target, then Canton might just be the sweet spot that you didn't know existed. We are breaking down exactly why so many people love Canton, Georgia, from its growing downtown and beautiful parks to schools, safety, and those bigger lots that you just can't find closer to the city of Atlanta. If you're thinking about making a move, this video is going to give you everything you need to know. Hey folks, my name's Joel. I'm a local realtor here in Metro Atlanta, and this is what I do. I make videos to help people know what it's like to live here in Metro Atlanta, and every day I help people just like you make a move to or in Georgia. Let's get into it. One of the most exciting things about living in Canton right now is watching its downtown get better and better every single year. What used to be kind of the sleepy, quiet town center is turning into a bit of a hotspot. Now, maybe not quite there yet, but it's getting much better. There's new restaurants like B&B Social, which is kind of a pub-style spot with games like duck pin bowling and darts. Pops is counter service Italian that tastes like real sit-down date night. Seriously, the food is very, very good. There's also La Cantina on Main. This is the new Mexican restaurant here, and it's already becoming a local favorite. I love it. And of course, established staples like Local on North, Queenie's, Downtown Kitchen, they're still holding down their own. Canton also hosts First Fridays. This is a monthly event where they fill the streets with food trucks and have some really great live music all the time. It's a great vibe that keeps getting better and better every month. And then just across the street from downtown is the Mill on Etowah, which has quickly become a central hangout spot in Cherokee County. They took this old industrial mill and just reimagined it into this mixed use space with restaurants, shops, and one of the best open air venues in the area. Whether it's a local band playing on the green, maybe a local football game on the big screen, or a seasonal event like Christmas market, farmers market, there's usually something cool going on. And then the Mill's food scene is growing too. There's new additions like Campagna, which is a cool pizza Italian place. Rock and Roll Sushi just moved in. This is an 80s and 90s rock themed sushi place, if you can believe it. And then I was just there, and they're putting a Kilwins in as well. Maybe not like local, kind of a chainy thing, but who doesn't love Kilwins ice cream? Together, downtown Canton and the Mill on Etowah make up this walkable, expanding kind of social hub, and it's only getting better. If you're the type of person who likes being close to where things are happening, but maybe without all of the crowds and chaos of somewhere like maybe Alpharetta or even Woodstock, then this area really hits a nice balance. If you're someone who loves being outside, Canton is one of the best places in the Metro Atlanta area that you can be in. You've got immediate access to Cherokee County parks, which are some of the best in the entire state. There's Etowah River Park, Heritage Park, and Cherokee Veterans Park that are gonna offer everything from riverfront trails and kayak launches to pickleball courts, playgrounds, skate parks, and sports fields. And it's only getting better from here. There are new parks coming to Hickory Flat and more on the way as this county continues to invest in all of this green space. There's also some great water features. Canton puts you right next to Hickory Log Creek Reservoir, where you can go fishing, paddleboarding, canoeing. You're also close to Lake Altoona. This is one of Georgia's most popular lakes for boating and tubing. And then if hiking is your thing, there's Red Top Mountain, Pine Log Creek Trail, or even the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountain systems. The southern tip of the Appalachian Trail is just over an hour away, which means you could hike all the way to Maine if you were so inclined. If space is something that you value, whether it's privacy, a place for the kids to roam, or maybe just not staring into your neighbor's window, then Canton definitely needs to be on your radar. When you look at all the Metro Atlanta suburbs, Canton has the highest number of homes sitting on 1 acre or more. Seriously, at the very least, this gives you one of the best chances to find it. Looking at all of the homes available with an acre or more in each city, some have as low as only 9, like Kennesaw. Some have up to 50, like Marietta or Roswell, while Canton has 139, by far the most. Now, whether it's a home and a price that will work for you is yet to be seen, but definitely a higher probability here. What's really interesting about Canton is the mix. You might drive past a few cows and a horse pasture, and then right around the corner, you've got a neighborhood full of 3 to 5,000 square foot homes. It's not uncommon at all to find 10 or 20 acre properties just minutes away from fully developed communities. Now, one thing to know, if you're looking at new construction, expect much smaller lots. Builders want to fit as many homes as possible into each of these developments. That's just how the math works. So if you want land, your best bet is going to be resale homes. But here's the good news. There are still plenty of opportunities. There are these rural pockets, estate-style communities, even no HOA neighborhoods where you can spread out, have space, and maybe even build that backyard shop or pool that you've always wanted. While Canton still feels open, it's growing fast. So if land is important to you, the time to move is before everything fills in. One of the underrated advantages of living in Canton is just how surprisingly well connected it actually is, especially for being on the northern edge of the metro area. Canton sits right at the crossroads of a lot of major highways that actually makes it really easy to get anywhere that you need to go. You've got Highway 20 running east and west. You can head east and then you're in Cumming. You can head west and then you're in Cartersville. It's one of the main east-west corridors in North Georgia, and so much so that they're doing a whole lot of work to widen it from a 2-lane road to a 4-lane road. Then there's I-575, which takes you south into Woodstock, Kennesaw, Marietta, Atlanta, really all the way to Florida. Or you can head north and you'll be in Jasper, Ellijay, Blue Ridge, even North Carolina if you keep going. That puts the North Georgia mountains and weekend cabin trips at a pretty short drive. And then don't forget about Highway 140, which is gonna cut right through Canton and will take you straight into Milton, Alpharetta, and Roswell, and anywhere from just 15 to 30 minutes. So whether you work in those areas or you just like to visit, you're really never far. And then another huge perk, traffic here is nowhere near as bad as what you're gonna find closer to Atlanta. You're still connected, but you're not stuck in gridlock every day. And as Canton continues to grow, infrastructure is trying to keep pace. Roads are being widened, intersections are being improved, and access points are being expanded, which is kind of a headache right now during the construction phase, but eventually it's gonna make that day-to-day living just a little bit easier. Now let's talk about Canton's distance from Atlanta, because this is a big factor depending on what kind of lifestyle that you're looking for. Canton is about 40 to 50 minutes north of downtown Atlanta, depending on traffic as always. That puts it close enough to commute if you need to, and let's face it, hopefully that's not the case, but far enough that you're really completely removed from the daily chaos of the big city. You're not gonna sit in bumper to bumper traffic every time that you leave the house. Now, what you do get is space, peace and quiet, and maybe just a little bit slower pace of life without sacrificing, maybe the access to those big city amenities. If you need to catch a flight, you can still get to Hartsfield-Jackson Airport in just over an hour. If you're heading to a Braves game at Truist Park or a night out in Midtown, it's totally doable, but it feels like a choice, not a necessity. And that's kind of the beauty of Canton. You're close enough to Atlanta to enjoy everything that it offers: sports, concerts, museums, jobs, theater shows, but you don't have to live in it to have the access to it. So if you're the kind of person who wants that access to the city without having it in your face every day, Canton is gonna be that sweet spot. All right, quick pause here to say that if you're thinking about making a move to Canton or really anywhere else in Metro Atlanta, there are a few easy ways that you can take your next step. You can reach out to me directly at the contact info on the screen, or you can fill out our Connect form and we'll be happy to reach out to you at a time that's convenient. Or just grab our free relocation guide if you're still in the early research phase. And of course, if you're not ready for any of that, then just keep watching. We've still got a lot of info to cover. If you need to know about the school zonings, then this part's for you. Canton is in the Cherokee County School District, which has a great reputation overall, but let's talk specifically about the high schools that serve Canton. Because depending on where in Canton you live, you'll be zoned for one of 3 options: Cherokee High, Sequoia High, or Creekview High. And yes, before you comment, I'm aware there is a small sliver on the south side that's gonna be zoned for Woodstock High. Let's start with Cherokee High School, located on the northwest side of town. This school is going to serve the downtown area and most of the neighborhoods near the Marietta Highway corridor. It's rated 7 out of 10 on greatschools.org and gets a solid B+ on niche.com. But here's the big news. Cherokee High is getting an entirely new campus, currently under construction and scheduled to open next year. Now, that means brand new classrooms, brand new athletic facilities, everything really, and it's going to be a big upgrade for all the students in this part of town. Next up is Sequoia High School, which serves the Hickory Flat area, sitting right around dead center of Canton. It has an 8 out of 10 rating on greatschools.org and an A- on niche.com, often ranked among the top 100 public high schools in Georgia. This area is growing quickly with a lot of newer homes and neighborhoods popping up all over the place, so get in while the getting is good, or at least the getting is a little bit better. And then finally, there's Creekview High School. This is located in the northeast part of Canton near the Macedonia community. Creekview is a standout. It has a 9 out of 10 rating on greatschools.org and ranks an A on niche.com, often placing in the top 60 statewide. This is a sought after school district and homes tends to be a bit higher priced here. Now, really, no matter where you land in Canton, you're going to get access to high-performing public schools. And with the brand new Cherokee High campus on the way, the district is clearly investing in the future. Canton is blowing up right now. In the Hickory Flat area, there's a brand new shopping center about to open up with a tropical smoothie, a burn boot camp, and I heard at one point there was going to be a Sucheros, but upon further investigation, maybe that was just a rumor. If you know and you can find it, let me know in the comments, please. Now, I think this is going to be a great addition, but I also know there are some worries out there that things are getting maybe just a little bit too overcrowded. You've also got new national brands moving in, like the Starbucks, Popeyes, and Whataburger that just opened up nearby. Now, these may seem small, but they're signs of real economic confidence in Canton's future. Just go ahead and Google the Starbucks effect and see what I'm talking about. And then we've got some nuts and bolts road infrastructure improvements happening. Highway 140 is being widened at the Hickory Road intersection, which has been a major traffic pinch point for a lot of years now. And over on Highway 20, we're seeing massive expansion projects to improve the east-west flow through really the entire community. Earlier we mentioned the new parks coming to Hickory Flat, and as well as the Marietta Highway corridor. Add that to what's already available, like Etowah River Park, Veterans Park, Heritage Park, and Canton is really starting to feel like a very well-rounded, fully developed community. All of this is great news for home values and convenience. As more amenities, better roads, upgraded public spaces come in, property values tend to go up and day-to-day life gets easier. But it's worth noting, some locals feel like it's too much, too fast. They say the small town charm is starting to fade. Traffic is getting worse and the rapid pace of development is changing the feel of the area. And honestly, both sides are right. Growth brings opportunity and it also brings change. And when the reasons you moved to a certain area start to change or go away, that could be hard. The good news is Canton seems to be managing that change better than most. And if you're looking to get in before it grows even more, then definitely now is the time. Let's wrap things up by talking about something that matters to pretty much everybody: safety. According to the 2025 rankings from SafeWise, Canton came in as the number 12 safest city in Georgia. And then right next door, Holly Springs came in at number 3 on that same list. Now, why am I mentioning Holly Springs at all? Technically, Holly Springs is its own thing, has its own mayor and city government, but if we're being real, it's basically the Rhode Island of cities here. It's completely surrounded by Canton and blends right into the same neighborhoods, schools, shopping areas, and road systems. So listen, for all practical purposes, it's part of the same community. So what does that mean? It means you're looking at being part of the Metro Atlanta that ranks among the safest places to live in the entire state. Neighborhood Scout says about Canton, quote, "Your chance of becoming a victim of violent crime here is 1 in 107, which means for comparably sized cities across all America, Canton is actually safer than most." For Holly Springs, Neighborhood Scout says your chance of becoming a victim of crime in Holly Springs is 1 in 212, and that Holly Springs is one of the safest places in America in which to live. So if safety is something that matters to you, and let's be honest, I don't think I've met someone where it's not, Canton and its immediate neighbor Holly Springs, which is really Canton, definitely check that box according to the stats. If you've got questions or need help figuring out your next move, I've got a whole menu of ways you can connect. You can reach out to me directly using the contact info on the screen, or take 30 seconds, fill out our quick connect form, and we will follow up with you. If you want something maybe just a little bit more low key on your own time, I've put together a free relocation guide that you can download and check out anytime that you want. And hey, if you're just browsing for now, if you're just doing research, no pressure, stick around, watch a few more videos, learn what it's like to live in Metro Atlanta. I'll see you in the next one.